Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel, and this is the first video on there, in case you haven't wondered, and just like a brief outline of the channel. It's just going to be me talking about life, my experiences and whatnot, so hope you enjoy, and maybe as time goes on, I might go into different avenues, but for the time being, it's just going to be about my life. So the first topic that I wanted to start off with was the quarter life crisis. It was a major thing that impacted me, and it was a shift, and it caused a shift in my life. So the quarter life crisis, it's a relatively new term. It's something that people only have during our time now, whereas back then it would always just be the midlife crisis. The way I see it is, it's like a precursor, or it's like the practice round before the midlife crisis. But it's not to paint it in a bad image or a dark image, or it's something to avoid. The way I see it is, it's a necessity for life, to improve. So the quarter life crisis that I experienced in my life was during my undergrad, and I still remember it was the fall of 2016. Not like the actual fall, but like the semester. So that semester just changed me completely, because I felt like I had been on a routine for the first 2 years of my life in college, and it didn't sit well with me. I mean, I was in the Bay Area. I had so much to explore, so many places to go and see, and I opted out to just follow a silly routine where I would wake up, go to class, come back, rinse and repeat. If I was gonna get a little crazy, probably stop by the store, get some stuff, and then go back. So I knew I needed a way out of it. So fall of 2016 happens. I'm just not feeling it anymore, I need to break out of whatever shell I've been in for years. And so I decided to start photography. I found a new hobby that I believed I would enjoy, and I embarked on that journey. And at the time, I only had an iPhone 6S. Now that's about 5-6 generations back from where we are now today in 2021. And I remember the first place I went to was Ocean Beach in San Francisco. And I remember it was just me getting acquainted with the whole photography scene, me like setting up the shot. And at the time, I didn't have a tripod. I didn't have a Bluetooth button that I could use to click so that I can just take as many pictures as I need to. So I would set my phone down on the sand, and I would shape it up so that my phone was upright. And then I'd set the timer on the phone, and then I'd run in front of the shot, like we're in front of the frame, take the picture, come back. Sometimes I wouldn't even be in the frame. Sometimes the upper half or the lower half would be in the frame. Other times I was just way out in the middle of nowhere. So it was just me getting acquainted with that process, and little did I know the kind of impact it would have on me moving forward. So what I'm trying to get at is the quarter life crisis I had, where what you do is you essentially just drop everything, all the weight you've been carrying, be it regret, remorse, whatever it is that you're hauling around throughout your entire life. You just drop it. That you even some of the things that you'll haul around with you are what you might think are crucial, what you need to keep going in life. But in reality, when that crisis comes in, you drop everything, and it's sort of like it's starting over. You're picking and choosing what it is that you need to hold on to and what you're better off without, and then you move forward. And photography really put a lot of that into perspective for me. So it worked out. You just put one foot in front of the other, and eventually you embark on a different path. In my case, I developed a hobby, and photography started from that, from running around with only an iPhone 6S to eventually building up to having an actual camera, tripod, different lenses, and so on. So, point is, you should learn from it, accept it, and eventually it'll be the cause that it's like a redirection. It causes you to redirect and rethink what you have going on in your life, and you move on to much better. So hopefully I wasn't jumping around. Hopefully some of that made sense. This is my first video, so regardless of how prepared I was, until you press play and then you start talking, it's a completely different thing. So, and if I need to add or do another video where I explain this more in depth, I will. And yeah, so that's just the precursor. That's just the setup, starting off with the quarter life crisis and just essentially what it could mean. And then I'll move on, and later on in other videos, I'll talk about photography itself, the things I learned from it, and how it impacted my day-to-day life. And we'll go from there. See you next time.